reading and fashion are my two favorite things in life. Immediately I was like, girl, this seems like a very bad idea. We have had our third act breakup. I just loved it. I loved it so much. Hello everyone and welcome back. Welcome to another reading vlog. I have a very exciting reading vlog for us this week. In celebration of the new Devil Wears Prada movie, we're going to be reading The Dachshund Wears Prada. How cute is this? When I was doing a bunch of research into books for my Y2K rom-com video, I think my algorithm kind of picked that up and started giving me recommendations for different books, and then this one came up and I was like, you are kidding me. That is so perfect for the new Devil Wears Prada movie, and it has a dachshund on it. I'm so excited. And actually the plot is kind of similar to the Devil Wears Prada. To make this more of a theme reading vlog, this is actually going to be a fashion reading vlog. So how that's going to work is that I'm going to do my normal reading vlog activities, giving you updates on the book, but I'm going to focus on my outfits throughout the video because I feel like truly reading and fashion are my two favorite things in life, and I feel like it would be so fun to combine them into the same video. So throughout the days that I read this book, I'm going to be showing you all of my outfits, and I'm going to be styling some new fun summer outfits throughout the video that I'll be wearing to the bookstore. And then at the very end of the week, we are actually going to go watch the new Devil Wears Prada movie. I don't know, I'm kind of excited. I feel like it's a really cool idea, and I feel like it really combines both of my passions in life, and honestly it combines both of my channels. But yes, this is the book that we're reading. This is The Dachshund Wears Prada by Stephanie London, and the plot is kind of like The Devil Wears Prada. So we have Isla and Theo. Isla has lost her job. She is a social media manager. It says that she went viral for all the wrong reasons. A month later, she's still having nightmares about the moment she ruined a young starlet's career and made herself the most unemployable influencer in Manhattan. But she has a younger sister named Danny that she has had to take custody of, and so she has to keep a roof over their heads. So she takes a job working for Theo, who has a dachshund named Camilla, who is very foul-tempered. And Theo is definitely our Miranda Priestley character. He comes from a really popular, affluent family in Manhattan. It says, Isla has spent her career working to make people likable, and here's Theo, happy to hide behind his reputation as a brutish recluse. But Theo isn't a brute. He's sweet and funny, and Isla should not see him as anything than the man who signs her paychecks. So I think Isla is our Andy character, Theo is our Miranda character, and she's gonna make Theo kind of warm up to her while also taking care of Camilla, the little bit of a troublemaker dachshund. And I'm just so excited for this. I hope I love it. I love this cover so much. And then this actually has a sequel called The Pets of Park Avenue. So again, if I like this one, I can read that one. But yes, that is the start of our reading vlog. And so I am going to put on my outfit, style it up for you, and give you some outfit details for our very first day of our fashionable reading vlog. I'm so excited. This is the base of our outfit today. This is from Hollister. It is just the cutest white and black polka dotted dress. One of my favorite silhouettes I think that I got from Hollister this year. I just think the sweetheart neckline is so cute. The little bit of an A-line dress. I just love this, and I really want to accessorize this up. I have been kind of getting some more fun accessories. I feel like when I was in middle school and high school, I would go to Forever 21 and get the most random jewelry. I had this little like robot necklace, I had this little vanity necklace, and I miss those fun jewelry touches, and so I got a new necklace that I want to show you that I'm really excited about. It's a little tiny teapot. I found this on Amazon and I saw it and I was like, that is exactly what I've been wanting. It's just so funky and cute and just a little whimsical touch. So I'm gonna wear my teapot necklace, and then for shoes I'm just gonna wear my gold Sam Edelman slingbacks. These are actually pretty comfortable to wear at the bookstore. A little bit of a higher heel, but I think it's gonna look really cute with this outfit. Bring it all together. And that is the outfit for today. Let's head to the bookstore. just had a huge shipment of books delivered, so I'm gonna start working on this. But the exciting thing is, I'm pretty sure I have like 3 books of my own in these boxes, so let's unbox, shall we? Also, it was raining on my way here. It was so weird because the sun was shining, but it was raining and I couldn't tell, and so I walked outside and my hair is just totally flat now. It looks so good this morning, but oh well. This is one that I ordered for myself, Pink Sand Summer. It's literally a pink. I'm just so lost on that train of thought. It's a pink sand summer book. What am I saying? It's a pink beach read. Don't even know what it's about. I just saw that it was Pink Sand Summer and it was cute cover and I bought it. It's 6 o'clock. I just shut the doors and I have my first little update for you for the Dachshund Prada. So I got to page 102. Oh, this is so cute. So the book actually opens up from Theo's point of view. Like I mentioned, Theo is our main character. He's the owner of Camilla, and it opens up with his grandmother's funeral, and so it's really sad. He is from a really well-known and well-off family in New York. His parents were killed when he was little in a car crash because paparazzi was pursuing them. It's very reminiscent of Princess Diana, and so he was kind of raised by his grandmother. His grandmother passes away and he's just in a rough spot. Like, his whole family is gone. He doesn't go out. He is very concerned with his privacy and with people betraying him, and so he has like no one in his life now that his grandmother is gone. He meets Isla in Central Park and he's in a disguise because he hates being outside and people recognizing him, and Camilla like immediately goes up to Isla and starts licking her, and Isla starts petting her, and he offers her a job on the spot. And we get a little bit of backstory from Isla that she was a social media manager. Basically, Isla's been blacklisted from the whole social media scene. She's very desperate to find a job. She has full custody of her little sister who is in high school because their mom left when her younger sister was in high school. So when Theo offers her this dog sitting position, she like jumps at the chance. They've had a couple of days together and they have to do all these crazy things where a pet psychic and all these grooming appointments, and Camilla has a blowout every day of her fur, and it's just really funny. They actually just got back from the pet psychic, and the lady was saying that Camilla is basically experiencing really bad grief right now, and that's why she's acting up. And she says that Camilla is really bonding with Isla and she trusts her, and so we kind of see Camilla and Isla bonding a little bit, and Isla starts thinking about how much Camilla acts like Theo because Theo is going through a really bad grief right now and he just needs someone to like love him basically. And so she just got back to the apartment and where she's gonna try to like love on Theo a little bit. I love this author's writing. It's so easy to read. It's funny, it's quirky. I love that we're building up a slight bit of chemistry between Theo and Isla already, but not like crazy insta love or anything. I'm really enjoying it and I just can't wait to read more of it. So about 100 pages in, I'll probably read more tonight. I am off to dinner with my grandparents and then I'll probably read more tonight. I did get my 3 books in, so I have Pink Sand Summer, which I could not even string a sentence together earlier, but I was basically just saying I don't know anything about this book other than I saw the cover and that it was like a pink summery book, and so I bought it not knowing anything about it, which is probably dumb. And then I got another, I think this is also a mystery. Yeah, it's called Valley of the Moms, a new summer mystery, and it says Motherhood is Murder. This cover was just so eye-catching to me and very intriguing, and so I just can't wait to read this. Finally got all those books put up, and then I also went ahead and did a few more of my blind date with the books. I showed you these in my Y2K vlog, but basically I did Y2K themed blind date with the books for summer, and I just have to show you this one. So this one is a literary fiction set in Italy, and I found a Vespa to go on it. Isn't that so cute? I was so proud of that match. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these because we were running low. I only have 3 left on the shelf from my original 10 that I made, or I think original 8. So they're going over really well, which I'm really happy about. Dinner with my grandparents, and then I'll read some more tonight, and then I will update you later. Good morning, everyone. It is time for our next update in the Dachshund Prada. I got to page 173 last night, and again, I'm still really enjoying it. We've made a little bit of development in the plot. I don't know how it's all going to work out, so As we know, Isla was a social media guru. So she took the job with Theo pretty much out of desperation, not because she actually wants to be a dog sitter for the rest of her life. And so she decides to start this Instagram called The Dachshund Wears Prada. That's where the title of the book comes from. And she just posts little snippets of Camilla's life as this like crazy pampered princess of a dog, going to her really fancy pet daycare and going to all these grooming appointments and getting her blowout. Immediately I was like, girl, this seems like a very bad idea, because Theo is so careful about his privacy. And he mentioned when Isla took the job, like that was the one thing where he was like, you cannot tell anyone that you're working for me. Like, I don't like any of my life talked about online or in person. Like, I live a very private life, almost to the extreme. So we know that he does that, and it's not the best way to live because he's really isolated himself from everyone. And Isla has started this Instagram page, but she doesn't post anything about Theo or actually Camilla. Camilla's not in any of the pictures. It will maybe be like a little swish of Camilla's tail, but it will mostly be about her surroundings. And so in reality, no one could connect the Instagram to Theo and Camilla, but I just know it's gonna blow up in her face because of how protective Theo is over his privacy. So I feel like we already know what the third act breakup is going to be, that he's gonna find out about it and freak out. I feel like it's the first time in a while in a book where I was like, I don't know, Isla. I just wanted to like reach into the story and be like, Isla, bad idea. This is not a very good idea. Barring that fact, Isla and Theo have definitely moved forward in their relationship a little bit. So you can tell that they are both very attracted to each other, but there's a whole lot of things standing in the way of them being together. One, Theo is her boss, and it would look bad on him, he thinks, if he was to start dating her. And then on Isla's side, her sister has a very fraught relationship with Isla having boyfriends, because Isla and her sister's name is Danny, and so Isla and Danny's mom, they actually are half sisters. They have different dads, and Isla and Danny's mom is a serial dater. She has always had a bunch of men in her life, and she actually ended up abandoning Danny to go to Europe with one of her boyfriends, and that's how Isla got custody of Danny. And so anytime that Isla has dated, it's freaked Danny out because she thinks that Isla is going to leave her like her mom did. And so that's also kind of holding Isla back from pursuing anything with Theo. I feel like we're about to come to a head because Theo has asked Isla to be his date to a charity ball thrown in his grandmother's honor, which was a big deal for him to even show up to an event with a date. There's not going to be any press there, so really the only people who should know are going to be the people at the event. Danny is staying at her friend's house tonight, and so Isla has a night to herself. So I think our little bit of chemistry tension is going to come to a head after the event. I don't really know how, but that's my prediction. I'm just loving it. It's a really cute, easy read. I really like this author's writing. There are only a few moments where I feel like the flow of the conversation between characters gets a little stilted, like it doesn't seem like real conversation, but other than that, I'm loving the writing, I'm loving the flow of it, I'm really engaged with the story. A romance book where we have both the female and male characters' point of views is always going to be better for me, because we're seeing Theo's mind too, and how his mind works and how he's thinking about Isla and how it's starting to bring him out of his shell a little bit. It's just a really fun book. I'm really enjoying it. So we will see how the story ends up. I'm definitely going to read at the bookstore today. I actually think I have more boxes being delivered today, so I will have more things to receive and work at the bookstore, but I'm going to read as much as I can. It's one of those books where when I put it down, I'm thinking about the next time I can read it, which is always a good sign. This just feels like a quick, easy read that's just bringing me joy. Okay, here is today's outfit. This dress is from BCBG, and it's a few years old, so I can't actually link this dress for you. I will try to find some options for you, but I just love this dress. It's super comfy. I love the drop waist of it, and then the little collar. It's just one of my favorite dresses. I also love that it's nude, but I don't feel like it washes me out. I feel like it's just a really nice pinky nude, and then the lace detail on the bottom is super pretty. I love the collar. I used to be obsessed with Peter Pan collars. I feel like those were popular in like 2016-ish. Not a full-on Peter Pan collar, but still kind of reminiscent of that era. I'm really feeling the nostalgic fashion this week, I guess, because I had my like whimsical drawer yesterday. I have my collar today. And then for jewelry, I have some dangly pearl earrings. I love these things. I just bought these from Amazon. You can tell they're from Amazon. They aren't the best quality, but they're nice just for a little like everyday drop pearl. And then I have my same dainty ring on from yesterday, and then I'm wearing my tiny watch. So this was actually my great grandmother's watch, and I inherited it when she passed, and I just love it. It's definitely a piece that I cherish. So I'm gonna actually mix a little bit of patterns today, and I'm gonna go for these brown gingham flats. I love these things. I wasn't sure if I would get enough wear out of them to actually keep them, but I actually have. Those are the shoes for today. That is the outfit. And again, let's head to the bookstore. Hi guys, I don't think I've talked to you since yesterday morning, and so I have my close to final update for you. I'm on page 283, so I only have about 50 pages left. We have had our third act breakup, and we actually just had a time jump. So the chapter that I stopped on was 1 month later. So I actually have high hopes for this. The story has been great. It's like the perfect combination of a sexy story and like the chemistry is there, but being so sweet, and both of these people overcoming things that have happened in their life. I am so glad that we got Theo's point of view. It's just been perfect and added so much to the story. They did have their third act breakup, which was about like what I said, the Instagram page. So I kind of saw that coming, but third act breakups can really ruin the book for me. And depending on how this 1 month later chapter goes, there's a good chance that this book could be 5 stars. And I know I said that last video, or the last reading vlog that I did on both, but I don't know. I just feel like this author can make it happen. But I hope she does, because I just love it. And the third act breakup wasn't awful, and it was very well set up in the story because of the Instagram. This was bound to happen situation. So yeah, but just the story itself I love. I love our side characters. Isla and Danny's relationship grow as sisters. We're seeing Isla come into herself again with this Instagram account. I feel like I keep saying the same things over and over again, but I'm just so enjoying the book. I just have about 50 pages left, but I'm not going to be able to read it right now because we are actually heading to the movie theater to see The Devil Wears Prada 2. I feel like that's the perfect ending to this video. We're gonna go to the theaters, watch Devil Wears Prada 2. I was going to watch the first one in preparation, and I totally forgot. And I think I pretty much remember. I think they ended up parting ways because Andy didn't want to become the type of person that works in the fashion industry, kind of cutthroat like Miranda and whoever Emily Blunt's character's name is. I'm gonna have to figure that out. But I have not heard anyone talk about this movie, so I don't know if people are enjoying it. I don't know what the reception has been. I know nothing about it going in. I only know that I've been loving the Runway song by Lady Gaga and Doechii. I need to put on my outfit and of course show you my going to the movies outfit, and then we're gonna head off. Alright, back in our little corner for probably our last outfit of the day check of the video. This is what I picked out to wear to the movies. One of my goals this year when I was doing my like spring summer shopping was to get more casual clothes, because I realized I just didn't own any casual clothes. It was bad. If I'm going out for the day or if I'm working at the bookstore or anything, I'm always dressing up in an outfit, but that meant that if I ever did something where I needed something more casual for, I just didn't have anything to wear. I felt like I had lounge wear to wear at home and like athletic wear to work out in, but I just didn't have casual clothes. I feel like it's a crazy thing to say, but I really didn't. And so this year I really prioritized finding cute casual clothes that I would be okay with wearing out, but that still felt like me and I still felt cute in. These are two of the pieces that I bought and I'm so happy with both of them. So these are shorts from Abercrombie. They're just the little ruffle shorts and I love these things. They're so comfortable. I feel like they kind of look like a skirt, but they are shorts and I just love them. And then this top is from Amazon. Actually, I bought this in two colors, this pink color and then like a butter yellow color, and it's adorable. It's a really nice like tight fabric. It has built-in bra pads, which is nice, and then the back, let me show you, is so cute. So it has an open back a little bit here and then it's a full-on tie halter neck situation, and so I just love this. I feel very cute in this, and I feel like this year I have finally mastered dressing casually but still dressing in my style and still feeling cute in those outfits, and so these are two pieces that I've been loving. And then I'm going to bring a pink cardigan because I get so cold in the movies. But yes, I'm going with my sister and my brother's girlfriend, and we're actually gonna go an hour away to the nice movie theater where they have the reclining seats and like the good popcorn and everything. Oh, and then I gotta show you my snack. I got some new candy to try. These are the snacks that I'm bringing. I always bring my own snacks. I never like the candy at movie theaters, but I have tried other things in this brand, but I'm so excited to try the watermelon. I don't know if they're sour or sweet or both, but they look so yummy. Hello everyone, it is the next day and I have my final update for you on the Dachshund Wears Prada. First, I have to tell you about The Devil Wears Prada 2. So we did end up going to see the movie last night and it was so fun. It wasn't my absolute favorite movie of all time. It was good and it was the perfect movie to go watch for girls' night. There was something about the movie that just felt, I don't know, maybe like it was trying to be funnier than it was, or maybe it was something about the writing. I don't really know. It isn't a movie that I can see myself watching over and over again. However, the soundtrack to the movie was incredible. So I was just having a good time while I was watching it because the soundtrack was so good. They had Worth It by Ray. They had End of an Era by Dua Lipa. Of course, the Runway song. They had Material Lover, Mr. Eclectic, Saturn by SZA. Like some of my absolute favorite songs of all time they had as the soundtrack or like the backing tracks to the movie. So that aspect was amazing because I loved it. The movie itself was just fine. It was cute and I'm glad we went to see it, but I don't think it was anything like life-changing. So still had a good time going to watch it. And then I actually ended up getting up this morning and finishing The Dachshund Wears Prada today, and guys, it might be a 5-star. The way that they solved the third act breakup was perfect. It was seriously one of the best handled third act breakups I think I've ever read, and so that is making me want to rate this 5 stars, and I can't decide if it's actually 5 stars. Like, it's at least a 4.5. I just think I need to sit with it a few days and figure out if it's 5 stars. There are books that I read and immediately finish and they are 5 stars, but in my mind that's almost like a 6 star. Then I also read books and I really, really love them. I just can't decide if they're 5 stars, and then I think about them like a month after and I'm like, oh no, wait, I loved that book. So I don't know if I should consider that a 5 star or not. So what I loved so much about how they resolved the third act breakup was that I feel like in so many romance books, the characters have conflict. Like, one person messes up and they have conflict, and then someone apologizes and they have this like confession of feeling scene, and then they get back together. And in this book, honestly, both parties messed up and both parties apologized, but both Isla and Theo did things to prove how sorry they were and to prove that what they did or said wasn't actually them. And I think that's why I loved it so much, because sometimes I just put my own relationship experiences into romance books, and I feel like it's something probably a lot of people can relate to, where you're in a relationship with someone and they mess up and they apologize and you forgive them, but then they do that same thing and apologize and you forget them, and then they keep doing the same thing over and over again, and you're like, even though your words are saying that you're sorry, your actions don't support that. I feel like this book, both Theo and Isla did actions to prove that they were actually sorry and that they loved the other person, and they were willing to change something about themselves or to compromise on something to be with the other person. And I just loved it. I loved it so much. So I actually ended up ordering myself 2 books from this author. So I ordered the second book in this series, which is called Pets of Park Avenue. I'll put the cover right here so you can see, and that is the continuation of this series following Scout, who is Isla's best friend. So I'm definitely gonna read that one. And then I was looking to see what else this author had written. So she actually has a mystery book that she wrote last year, August of 2025, called The Vow, and it's a thriller set at a wedding. So I'm gonna order that one for myself too. I have so many fun summer content ideas for this channel. I literally can't wait to just start summer reading. I've been doing a lot of summer book shopping, and so I'll definitely have a haul for you soon. I have a couple of themed reading vlogs planned. I'm really excited for the summer, and I'm excited to just read by the pool, read summer books. I have a lot on my TBR, like a lot, so I'm gonna have to get it together. I did not read very much in May at all. I think I literally only read like 5 books this month, which is low compared to most other months. It's like half of what I normally read, but I think I needed to slow down a little bit. I think I got in a really bad slump in April with The Thorn Queen and with those 2 books that I DNF'd, and so I think this was actually good for me to slow down and just take my time in these books, because I really enjoyed all the books that I read. It was just taking me a little bit to read them, so I do need to pick up the pace a little bit for summer because I bought so many books that I need to read, but I'm gonna do it in a healthy way, not in a rush through the books kind of way, hopefully. That's gonna be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video very, very soon. Bye!